When we visited the site first, it was an abandoned citrus orchard. You know, it's gone through its life cycle, and that was going to transform into this place of healing. And it was definitely raw desert before it was a citrus farm. And we're really interested in maybe bringing that back to this site, and how can we start to bring the desert into the context of a hospital that has all of the advanced medicine and technology, but still provide that what we feel is a super vital connection to nature in the context of healing. The site has a hospital, it has an MOB, it has to have a lot of parking, but then what else are those woven opportunities within those? Usually it's retention basins, but we like to look at them as rain gardens, habitat spaces, pollinator gardens. And when you start to think about pollinator gardens, you think about the awe that children have when they see a butterfly or a hummingbird. And so we tried to carve out spaces that created those opportunities to connect with nature. And we're able to work with both the owner and HKS to create some of those special moments outside, to where you can just immerse yourself in a comfortable, shaded environment where you might have the chance to see a butterfly or a hummingbird. This space is shaped in a geometry that is reinforcing a lot of the geometry that Phoenix Children's has embraced on their original hospital, their main hospital. This very curvilinear, soft, circular patterns. You'll see it in the floor patterning within the hospital. You'll see it on the reflected ceilings. And we felt that that was a great opportunity to help shape this space in the same way. That same geometry repeats itself out in the garden. And that then in turn also needed to ensure that there was some level of privacy from the outside public on the parking side, so you're not being looked upon when you're in the space, so you feel safe. That's another aspect of spaces that are conducive to healing, is not just the nature, but it's also feeling safe. And that needs to be of a certain height, and then we get into the constructability, and we thought, well, it's west aspect, it's west side, it's gonna get, as it can get hot, we need to ensure airflow. And working with our partners, with HKS and with Kitchell, coming up with a detail that allowed us to use kind of a normal building material, just concrete masonry unit, and just turning it on end. And that little opening on that facade of that wall and its curvilinear pattern creates that airflow. And happy accidents also happen. It created some light flow in and out of it. And as the sun moves through the sky, you get really beautiful shadow patterns and light patterns on the ground, both inside and outside the space. To watch that shadow or that light creep across the ground, if you spend some time in the garden long enough, you get to see that movement. It's slow and it's calming. It gets away from the hustle bustle of the inside of a hospital, which can be rather stressful on its own. Lots of artificial light, a lot of beeping, a lot of rushing around, and a lot of equipment that doesn't always conjure up what a garden can. And so that's that escape, it's that refuge space.